Hey everybody, Rhoody here. Let's talk about Ashes of Creation. About a week ago, my friend Laughables, he came in and he said, Rhoody, you have 1 week. 1 week left before the pre-orders are done and you can't get in Alpha 2. So I took some time. I thought about it. I saw the number. I thought about it. I've been following, like everybody else, everybody and their brother from Timbuktu. I've been following Ashes of Creation for years now, right? So I tried to calculate this in my head. Is this a right thing? Should we do this? And I came to the conclusion that yes, I was going to do this. So apparently you can no longer pre-order and get into Alpha 2. I do think at some point they're going to have pre-orders back. So I wouldn't go crazy or nuts or FOMO out. This is just for Alpha 2 for everyone. And I'll show you what happens now because we've already hit the deadline. They've already shut them off. And I'm just going to show you kind of what happens if you did purchase a pack prior to let's see, what is it, 525? So like 3 hours ago. Prior to 3 hours ago, if you did secure a pre-order pack, your store will now look like this, where you can see I already own this item, but the Voyager pack right here, I can upgrade to that pack. So I already own the mount. So with that being said, you can go to a higher tier here, which would only be pretty much now for these cosmetics. I don't think these cosmetics will return. So that's probably all you missed out on, plus the Alpha Phase 2. And, you know, let's be honest here, the Alphas are not for everybody. Me, I've been looking for a more traditional MMO. I think, like, the older I get, the more sentimental I get to the olden days, right? The nostalgia goggles, etc., the similarities to the world from Magic the Gathering, you know, the shit that when I was a pipsqueak, I kind of just fantasized about, you know, like the Knights of King Arthur, all that bullshit. But this is it, right? And before, like, I think when I first started and I was a lot younger, I resisted this kind of like themed MMO. I put up a little bit of resistance. You know, I didn't want it to be knights, etc., you know, because I think World of Warcraft really changed a lot of structures within MMO community. Whereas before, like when I started in Lineage 2, it was fantasy, but it still had castles and sieges, and it was still kind of medieval. Whereas like a game like World of Warcraft isn't very medieval at all. It doesn't feel medieval feeling at all because of the graphics, right? So I think it's kind of like it's kind of like tainted the pool a little bit, and you know, just kind of transversed over. But yeah, I think, you know, I don't think you should be missing out on anything aside from the cosmetics, but even then, keep following it. I'm willing to go in on it. Because I'm hoping it's going to satisfy a lot of the itch. If the game is remotely close to anything, any of the screenshots that the videos that they just published, it'll be worth it to me. And honestly, from past experiences, I have more fun in alphas and betas than I do in the actual release, you know, live game. This has been true almost in every game that I've been part of testing. Okay, I always have so much more fun. So that, to me, that experience is worth it, right? I don't care about bugs. I love not knowing anything. Like, that's the most fun part of the game. It's like when all the other people start swarming in, that's when the game kind of dilutes for me. So, in all honesty, like, I like messed up stuff. I don't like perfect. I don't like to have like the ultimate build or the ultimate gear. I like the exploratives, I like not knowing what's around the next corner. So I think it's going to be extremely fun, and that's going to be the big thing this year. I'm going to transition from World of Warcraft, and I know I've said this many times before. I love World of Warcraft. I've been there since launch day, and not many people can say they walked into the store on launch day, they picked up a collector's edition box, they brought it, they played it from then on. I mean, I haven't played like I used to play, but time is a thing, and I made a lot of sacrifices even in the beginning because there was some crazy shit I was trying to balance at one time, and I have to have people cover for me on like watch and certain duties. I went to great lengths so I could raid in certain points of my WoW career, and it was a great experience. It was a great experience, but I have to say it's time to move. And who knows, WoW may be great again at some point, but I feel like I hit everything. I checked the boxes. I was part of that great rating guild. I was part of, I got Gladiator the first 2 seasons. I got Hero of the Horde when it first came out. I feel like I accomplished definitely what I really wanted to accomplish. I was there for that initial, the initial part of WoW when nobody knew anything, and that's, I might be talking too much nostalgia for you, but I think that means something. A lot of people will say it doesn't and try to discredit it, but that was truly the best feeling. It cannot be recaptured no matter how many times or how many classic servers they rekindle. I tried playing classic for a little bit. It's not it. So yeah, I'm very excited for Ashes of Creation. I don't want to overhype this game, etc., but yeah, I thought I'd put in my 2 cents and show you what happens here to the pre-order page. I don't know what it looks like if you haven't pre-ordered, but I'm assuming, let's see if I can get to that right now, and let's go. All right, so no items available. Okay, so no items available. This is what the shop looks like right now. So as of right now, there's no items available. Wow. Okay, so pretty straightforward there. If you want to continue to follow my journey here in Ashes of Creation, I'm definitely going to be live streaming once we get into the alpha. I know that's probably not going to be until June or July, etc., maybe later. But there's going to be plenty of other stuff. Most notably, very soon, a new game's coming out this week. I'm going to be running it on the Asus ROG Ally. And that's another thing. I'm going to be trying to get Ashes of Creation to work on the ROG Ally as well. So it's going to be exciting. I'm always going for that handheld MMO experience. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's kind of what this channel is about. Handheld gaming, etc. Mainly MMOs, because sometimes you just don't want to always sit at your gaming station, right? Your old bones like old bones Rhoody here. Your cricks, your sciatica, the neck's a little off. Ugh. Shit like that. But hey, like, follow, subscribe. This Ashes of Creation journey has me excited. So I can guarantee you it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting ride. I can almost guarantee that. So we'll see, and I can do some React content here and there. Like when they publish the new releases. I don't want to get too crazy or anything. you know, I don't want to be some copy pasta, but yeah. So here it is. This is the shop. Nothing's left. But don't despair. Keep following, keeping tabs on it. You know, maybe sometime in the next year I'll get to play it, and we can share that together, hopefully. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this Rhoody Ashes of Creation big news update. Thanks to Laughables. I probably wouldn't have caught this if it wasn't for Laughables. So Laughables, if you do watch this video, thank you very much. This is big because I have had this game on my radar, but it went down in the queue because of the time it's been taking. So I'm glad I got to rekindle a fire. It's that time of year where change is near. So yeah, join me in this journey, and I'll catch everyone next time, and I'll see you actually very soon. New game this week. It could be something big, right? It always could be something big. Where I love that, like, we always hype, you know, oh, this is it, this is the one, and then it's like, a couple days later, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. All right, everyone, take care, have a good night, and I'll see you again soon.